Hi, this is Jason from Effective Dashboards and welcome back to another video. Now I use Tooltips on a dashboard and I think it's a great feature and I think Power BI have really worked on the tooltips to allow us to use these. So what it allows us to do is if we hover over a visual, it allows us to use a filter context to drive a customized pop-up box with a tooltip that shows some additional information. So I've set up a tooltip here that shows a list of work orders that are related to the combination of discipline and department. So we can see here, if I hover over here, we can see there's two work orders here. They're for 2 hours. You can see that in the total in the left-hand side. Planned hours is 2. And we can get some instant feedback. And this was a request so that we can see as we have a conversation around what our backlog is and what the risk is, we can see a pop-up and we can actually see what are the biggest work orders in terms of hours. So I've sorted that right hand column in the tooltip by planned hours and we can see straight away that that work order there 62907 is a massive work order. It's for almost 2,500 hours. So we can see that straight away. And it's instant and it pops up and it's great. However, there are certain situations where it does get in the way. You know, you can see straight away it's popping up and it's getting in the way, and we could reduce the number of work orders that's shown there. That would slightly reduce it slightly, but you know, there's no getting away from the fact that these can sometimes be a bit of a pain if you're not discussing the information that is shown straight away. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can overcome this and a little hack that I've identified that I've used successfully. Okay, so the first thing I've done is I'm going to go and I'm going to take a copy of this matrix. Okay, so we're actually going to create two of these visualizations, two of these matrices. So I'm just going to go to Home, and I'm going to go and copy that, and I'm going to go and paste it. And for the copy, I'm going to actually go and turn off the tooltips. So I'm going to go down here, and I'm going to turn off this tooltip here. Okay, so in here is where we've identified the tooltip. So this is where you identify the report page. I've created another video on tooltips, which I'll link below, that shows you how to set up one of these. But we're going to turn that off. So now we've got one that's got the tooltips on and one that's got the tooltips off. Now, the other thing I want to do is I want to get the original one, and I want to make sure that we know exactly what its coordinates and size are. So we're going to go into General, and it's 477 and 223. In fact, what I'll do is I'll go in here, and I've taken a snapshot of this. Okay, so just written it down, I've just taken a snapshot or the screenshot. Now I'm going to go to the other visual, the one that I've just taken a copy of, and I just want to make sure that it's exactly the same. So it sits right on top of it. I think that was 223, was it? Yep. Okay, so they're sitting on top of each other now. Yep. Right, so we've got these two visualizations, one in front of the other, and the next thing we're going to do is we're going to go and create some bookmarks that are going to allow us to toggle between showing one and hiding the other. So to do that, I'm going to go in and I'm going to go View, Bookmarks. Now, I've done some bookmarks before and used bookmarks in the past. I think they're really handy, really useful. But the first thing I'm going to do here is I'm going to actually create one, and I'll always use bookmarks. You need the selection pane shown as well, so we'll use that as well. So the first bookmark is going to be the one that's going to show the tooltip matrix tooltips on. So it's going to show the matrix with the tooltip. We'll call that matrix tooltip on. And then the other one is going to be another tooltip here, and we're going to rename that, and I'll call that matrix tooltip off. Right, so the matrix tooltip on is going to be this one here, and we can see we've got our two visuals here. You're not going to notice is flicking between the two of them, but let's just see which one this is. Okay, so this is the one with the tooltip off, and this is the one with the tooltip on. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on the one with the tooltip off. I'm going to click on the bookmark with the tooltip off, and I'm going to hide the one with the tooltip on, and I'm just going to go and change this name here. And something that I noticed as I was making this video is you see this title here, it's actually the same as the the name of the matrix, the name of the visual. So you'll see here, if I type tooltip off here it is here. Now that's really handy in this example here because we want to see which one's off. And I'm going to do the same with this one and which one's on. So I'm going to call this one tooltip on or enabled. We'll just call it on for just now. Okay, so if I now go back, we've got the tooltip off is hidden, the tooltip on is hidden. Okay, so this is tooltip off. So we'll go into tooltip off and we'll just update that. And then I'm going to go and reverse these. I'm going to show the one with the tooltips that are on, which is this one here. And I'm going to go and I'm going to hide the one with the tooltips off. And I'm just going to go in here and I'm going to update that. So now we can see this is the one with the tooltips on, and we can see the text there as well, which is handy in this instance here. And if I go into the other tooltip, we can see this is the one with it off, and we hover above here and we can't see the tooltip. So that's the first thing. Now the next thing we're going to do is we're going to also make a little bit of a configuration change to each one of these. Now the reason we do that is if I go and select a filter here, so perhaps I only want to look at the safety critical stuff. Okay, and we can see this is just the safety critical stuff here. And now I want to have the discussion that says, okay, what are the work orders that are behind each one of these cells here? So I want to go and switch on just now the tooltip is off. I want to go and switch it on, so I'm going to go and select this bookmark here. It's on, and look, it's reset my passwords. Sorry, reset the filters. So I don't want that to be the case. I don't think it's a good user experience. You've got to then go and press on this button here again. Then you can see the work orders that are behind these figures, these planned hours here. So there's an option on when you're setting up a bookmark that can overcome this. So let's switch this off again. And we have got the tooltips on. So we're going to go into the tooltips on option. And I'm going to unselect this data option here. So if you hover above here, it's saying, yep, if you've checked it, it says I want to apply the filters, the drills, and the sort state. I want to apply those. But we don't want to apply those. Okay, we don't want to apply those. So I'm going to uncheck that. And I don't know if you need to update it. I'll press update anyway. That's the tooltips on. And then I'm going to go into the tooltip off. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to take this off. And I'm going to press the update. Okay, so just make sure these are working again. Great. Okay, so we're still toggling between the two. This time if I select a filter, we can see the filter's been selected and the tooltips are off. I want to go and look at the tooltips. The filter's still there, but now I can see the tooltips. Okay, so that is how I have set this up. Now, I've activated these tooltips using a button. I've got another video that I've shown how to do that, so I'm not going to talk you through that just now, but what I will do is I'll pause the video, I'll add the buttons, and I'll explain what I've done very briefly. Okay, so I've added a button at the bottom here, and we can see that that button has been set up. There's actually two buttons. There's a hide tooltips button and there's a show tooltips button. And I've just updated the bookmarks to show and hide these buttons depending on which bookmark selected. So we've just now we've got the matrix with the tooltip on, and then we can see that the button to hide the tooltips is there. So I click that button there, and what it's done is it's hidden that button. It's shown the tooltips show tooltips button. So the tooltips are off. Click the button to show the tooltips. Okay, and when you set up a button, it's dead straightforward. Under the actions, you can decide which tooltip you want to activate using that particular button. So again, I've got a video there. I'll link to it below, and that'll show you in a bit more detail how I set this up. But that's it. So it's a little bit of a hack. One thing that doesn't work, I've just noticed, is if you select an internal filter. So say I want to select this value here, and we've got the tooltips off, for example, and I want to select this value here. So it's filtered by maintenance and mechanical, and I think, oh right, okay, well, I want to see what the list of work orders there. What are the largest work orders in terms of hours? Let's show the tooltips. It resets the filter for that visualization. So it's not perfect by any means. You do need to remember, if you do make any changes to this, then make sure that you do go and apply it to both of the actual visualizations. So it is a little bit of an overhead, but if you've got a fairly static filter, a fairly static, let's move on. If you've got a fairly static report, yeah, it should be fine. And any overhead probably does merit or does make up for the hassle that this causes when you're trying to discuss some or try to navigate the dashboard, and these tooltips keep on popping up in your face. Okay, so if you like this video, give it a big thumbs up. That would be much appreciated. And if you want to subscribe to my other videos and get kept up to date with when the latest videos are, then press the subscribe button and click the bell at the side, and that will get you a notification whenever I release a new video, which is round about every week. Okay, thanks again for listening, and I'll talk to you in the next video.